Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm sorry that I had some very, very unfortunate difficulties, and I was out of my control. My computer froze, and then I had to finally, when it finally released itself, I had to go back and make a whole new um, YouTube link for episode number 238. So I apologize for the inconvenience that it caused you all to have to wait on me. So all right. Okay. Okay, I'm back again. And I guess people will be coming on pretty soon. Thank you all for hanging there with me. I sent out the link to everyone again, out all over again. Um, I had some problems with the first link. I don't know. Well, it was my computer. I couldn't even work it. It was my computer was just locking up everything. So I had to come out, close up all my programs, and you know how that old thing goes. Everyone has a computer sometime have a mind of his own. But I want to thank all of you for returning back, for those that are hanging there with me, because there's some things I like to go over. And I'm going to try to do this again. And so let me begin here. Let's try this again. Share my screen. And first, I'm going to log into my Crinkle Cash back office. And the first thing you see here, and Randy did a great job with this. I was on his panel with him today in his live broadcast, and I'm going to just reiterate what he actually went over. And, you know, when we look at this particular picture right here, is our Rapid Rewards. It says get 2 paid referrals to earn 10,000 cookies. And then they get their 2 each. And for Rapid 48 hours, help your referrals get 2 to earn 100,000 cookies. Now, when you see these individuals right here, you see you bring one person on. But see, instead of thinking of 4, think of 2. Each person getting 2. So if this person get 2, which they did, and this person get 2, what they did, it just don't stop there. You see? It's also mean these persons each got to get their 2, and this person get their 2, and this person get their 2, and this person get their 2. So each person, we got to help get their 2 within 24 hours. Remember, the clock is ticking once you get those person on, meaning get them to pay their $10 admin fee, which is essentially the $10 Crinkle Cash back office fee. Okay? All right? And how to do that, if you happen to be a cash center of have enough Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin, hey, they can purchase it right from you and get them plugged in. Okay? All right. Okay. Teach everybody to teach them. Everybody teach the system. Everybody teaches the system. Okay? So when you go down here, you teach them day 1. You teach them this. Receive the gift. Complete their profile. Pay the admin fee. Invite 10 or more of your closest friends and family to receive the gift following the script. Sign up at least 2 of them before the 24-hour timer runs out. Do a transaction with your spouse as early as 1 day if you can. Then you verify that transaction in your Crinkle Cash back office. That's day 1. If you follow everything here, if you follow the script, if you follow everything that's supposed to be there for each person helps, gets 2, gets 2, gets 2. So essentially, when you go to, let me go to the cookie rewards. And that always takes a while. It seems like it's taking a while in the Crinkle Cash back office. I don't know why that is, but it's coming up in just a moment. It's just going through its calculations. Let's bear with it. Okay. Let me just go down while it's doing that. And see, these people are all people that have followed the system. But let me go all the way down here and look at here. This number, we want to focus on this number right here. We want to get that number to 5,000 within a week if we can. Let's push forward and see can we do that within a week. Because everybody gets two, get two. You see? This page is going with the 309 pages of people following the rapid reward system. These are responsible of having all these over 3,000 people involved in the Cookie Reward system. So, let's go, people. And this is right on our dashboard. Right on the dashboard right here. Two people, get two, get two, get two. This person comes on again. They get two, then they get two, then they get two. See? They do the same thing. This person, each of them get two. Then their two do the same thing over and over and over and over again to infinity. Essentially, till we get to what? Till we get to our billion members. But let's think of it, let's hit 1,000, 5,000 this week, if we can. Then let's repeat it week and week and week after. This number would be enormous. It can be enormous. So let's do that, okay? We're in the redemption period as we know it. We don't know when exactly it's going to end, whether it's going to be in the 30th or sometime next month, or it may go all the way into January. That's up to the admin. Those that haven't voted, I've already voted on it, okay? And we'll make a decision based on the votes when to end redemption. Again, it will be either the 30th of this month, it will be around the middle of next month, December, or we'll go into January. But admin will make a decision on that very soon, okay? All right. Well, I want to go to something that's, let me come out of this. I want to talk to you about about leadership qualities. Leadership qualities. And I'm going to essentially, I'm going to have 10 qualities that we should be mindful of. Okay? All right. Now, these are 10 leadership qualities that make good leaders. And I want you to listen closely to this, okay? Listen closely to this. The first one is honesty and integrity. Honesty and integrity. That's the first one. Okay? You know, the 34th president of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, once said, "The supreme quality of leadership is unquestionably integrity." Okay? You see, without it, no real success is possible, no matter whether it is on a section gang or a football field or in an army or in an office. Honesty and integrity are two important ingredients which make a good leader. Now, how can you expect your followers to follow and be honest when they lack these qualities itself or yourself? Leaders succeed when they are stick to their values and core beliefs without ethics, this would not be possible. So let's look at another quality of leadership. Confidence. I'll repeat that. Confidence. Okay? To be an effective leader, you should have confidence in yourself to ensure that others will follow your commands. If you are, listen to this. If you are unsure about your own decisions and qualities, then your subordinates will never follow you. You see, as a leader, you have to be oozing with confidence. Show some swagger and assertiveness to gain the respect of your subordinates. Now, this does not mean that you should be overconfident. But you should be at least reflect the degree of confidence required to ensure that your followers trust you as a leader. Okay? So the first one is honesty and integrity. Second one is confidence. And the third one is inspire others. Inspire others. Now listen to this. Probably the most difficult job of a leader is to persuade others to follow. It can be only possible if you inspire your followers by setting a good example. Now think about that. Are we setting a good example in the Billion Coin for others to follow us or get involved? Think about that now. So when the going gets tough, they look up to you and see you react to the situation. If you can handle it well, they will follow you. As a leader, should think positive, and this positive approach should be visible through your what? Actions. You see? Through your actions. Stay calm under pressure and keep the motivation level up. This is another president that used to be in the United States made this comment. Okay? This is John Quincy Adams. Puts it like this. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. I'm going to say that again. He said this. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. If you are successful in inspiring your subordinates, you can easily overcome any current or future challenges easily. Okay, number four. Number four, commitment and passion. I'm going to say that again, repeat that. Commitment and passion. Okay, now listen to this. And think about this as we think about your teams in TBC here. Your teams look up to you. And if you want them to give them their all, you have to have passion about about it too. Now, it doesn't seem I have passion about the Billion Coin, you all. When your teammates see you getting your hands dirty, they will also give their best shot. It will also help you to gain the respect of your subordinates and infuse new energy in your team members, which helps them perform better. See, if you're following the 23 fast start system, if you're following the rapid reward system, then your teams, if you teach them the same thing, they will do the same thing. Okay? All right? If they feel that you are not fully committed, see, and lack passion, then it would be an uphill task for a leader to motivate your followers to achieve their goal or the goal. The next one, 5, being a good communicator. Okay? Being a good communicator. Listen closely. Until you clearly communicate your vision to your team. Now, I'm talking about here in TBC now. Let's apply TBC to this. The TBC surely can be applied to what I'm talking about here. Until you clearly communicate your vision, which your vision should be what everyone's vision here in TBC, to what? To get rid of poverty, right? So until you clearly communicate your vision to your team and tell them the strategy to achieve that goal, and we know what the goal is, to get to 1 billion members, right? It would be difficult. It'd be very difficult for you to get their results you want. So I'm gonna repeat that again. Until you clearly communicate your vision to your team and tell them the strategy to achieve the goal, it would be very difficult for you to get to the results you want. So you got to be clear what your strategy is going. And all of us we have to have the same strategy when doing the rapid rewards system. Okay? Simply put, if you're unable to communicate your message effectively to your team, you can never be a good leader. A good communicator can be a good leader. Words have the power to motivate people and make them do the unthinkable. If you use them effectively, you can also achieve better results. So keep that in mind when you being a communicator to your team here in TBC. Number 6, decision-making capabilities. Decision-making capabilities. Apart from having a futuristic vision, a leader should have the ability to take the right decision at the right time. You see, the decisions taken by leaders have a profound impact on masses. What that mean, like a lot of people, right? You see, a leader should think long and hard before taking a decision, but once the decision is taken, stand by it. See, when you make a decision, stand by it. So your team, your people that follow you will see that. You see? Okay. Although most leaders take decisions on their own. You know that? But it's highly recommended that you consult key stakeholders before taking a decision. After all, they are the ones who will benefit or suffer from your decisions. Okay, let me keep going. Number 7, accountability. Woo, that's a good one. When it comes to accountability, you need to follow the approach heightened by this guy named Arnold H. Glasow. When he said, a good leader takes little more than his share of the blame and little less than his share of the credit. I'm going to read that again. He said, a good leader takes a little more than his share of the blame and little less than his share of the credit. So make sure that every one of your subordinates is accountable for what they are doing. See, make sure that when we are doing, when you are teaching your team or whoever they may be, and that you bring it on into the Beancorn, that you are actually teaching them the rapid reward system like it's meant to be taught. Stand by what you have before you, which is essentially the system. All right. So if they do well, give them a pat on the back. But if they are struggling, make them realize their mistakes and work together to improve. Holding them accountable of their actions will create a sense of responsibility among your subordinates, and they will go about the business more seriously. You just don't let them make mistakes and don't never address it. So if they make a mistake in TBC or approach someone wrong in TBC and break about the opportunity, pull them aside, make them realize what they're doing that wasn't successful for them. Okay. Number 8, delegation and empowerment. Delegation and empowerment. Okay, listen closely. You cannot do everything, right? It is important for a leader to focus on key responsibilities while leaving the rest to others. By that, I mean empowering your followers and delegating tasks to them. If you continue to micromanage your subordinates, it will develop a lack of trust, and more importantly, you will not be able to focus on important matters as you should be. Delegate tasks to your team and see how they perform. And essentially, what I mean, when you're in TBC, tell them what they should be doing. Teach them what they should be doing. Check on them. All right? Provide them with some resources and support they may need to achieve the objective, and give them a chance to bear the responsibility. See, it's everybody's responsibility to grow our community, right? It's everybody's responsibility to grow our community. Okay, number 9, creativity and innovation. What separates a leader from a follower? Again, what separates a leader from a follower? Oh gosh. You remember this man named Steve Jobs, the creator of what? Apple computers? He's deceased now, but he was a great, great innovator. The greatest visionary of our time answers the question this way. This is Steve Jobs. This is what he said. Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Again, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. You see, in order to get ahead in today's fast-paced world, a leader must be creative and innovative at the same time. Creative thinking and constant innovation is what makes you and your team stand out from the crowd. You see, think out of the box to come up with unique ideas and turn those ideas and goals into reality. And 10, the last one, empathy. Empathy is number 10. Last, but certainly not the least, is empathy. Leadership develop empathy with their followers. Unfortunately, most leaders follow a dictatorial style and neglect empathy altogether. Due to this, they fail to follow a close connection with their followers. Understanding the problems of your followers and feeling their pain, or let me say this again. Understanding the problems of their followers, understanding the problems of your followers and feeling their pain is the first step to become an effective leader. Even that is not enough until you work hard and provide your followers with a suitable solution for their problems. Okay? All right. So, in conclusion to these 10 qualities of leadership, it goes like this. To become a good leader, you must have all these qualities, but if you lack some of these qualities, then you may struggle to make the mark in the world of leadership. You have to set a good example for others to follow. That is where your commitment, passion, where your commitment, passion, and empathy, honest, integrity come into play. Good communication skills and decision-making capabilities also play a vital role in success and failure of a leader. And lastly, innovation and creative thinking, as well as futuristic vision, are a couple of key traits which make a leader stand out. Now, I came across these 10 qualities, on the internet. I sure did. I came across all these 10 qualities. I thought they were very, very good. So, for those out there that want to become a leader, keep these 10 qualities in mind. Keep them in mind, because it's good. It's easy to call someone a leader based on what you see them as a leader as. But when you get into specifics of leadership and what it takes to become a great leader and what the qualities are of being a leader, you need to know these things. You need to do your research before you call yourself, quote, a leader. Okay? It was a long time that I called myself more of an apprentice in TBC before I became what admin has labeled me as a leader back on April the 4th of this year. Actually, they said I was one of the greatest leaders in the TBC community. I thought that was a great compliment that admin gave me. But back then, I didn't see myself as that great leader. I really didn't. I felt like then, and I still do a little bit now, that I need so much more to learn in my personal journey and the Billion Coin. And sometimes, like I said in our broadcasters meeting yesterday, I think sometime in TBC we have to just, I know we're trying to put the foot on the gas to go forward. Sometimes we just got to slow down just a minute to check ourselves. Maybe look into the mirror and ask ourselves, how can we be more effective? Or how can we get the energy to be more effective and bringing more people into our community and educating them properly? And everybody doing the same thing, teaching people this rapid reward system, teaching them the 20 step fast start system, making them aware of the what? the Kingdom Society mission statement, making sure they each one of them go over it and read it and know it, recognizing that they must learn or become a student of the TBC blog. Knowing that that is the main source of information for us. So I want to thank all of you for being here, and I apologize again for the mishap we had in the beginning of the live broadcast, because I started number 238 and I had to make a whole nother link. I'm glad I didn't put this in our Crinkle Cast back office, because yesterday for today, because that would have been a disaster for people coming on to my live broadcast, not knowing that I have another link. But I always try to put my broadcast on the timeline of my wife and our Facebook page, so people could actually see it and click on it and take you right to the live broadcast. And I also send people a lot of people the broadcast, and those again that have, and I haven't checked, but I know I got to have close, or not possible, over 700 subscribers now. I know that people subscribe to my channel, so they know when I'm coming on too. So I want to thank all in my chat area that have come to see me today, but I want to also thank, and I hope my little Kayla was able to see that I came back on again. I'm sure my loved one saw it, because she knows this is on our Facebook page. So thank you all for being here, and I thank you all for being here today. It's been so awesome me to bring you these leadership qualities today. You know, if you did not have a notepad to jot some of these things down, you can always go back and listen to it again, this live broadcast, and just jot some leadership qualities down, because I'm gonna just say them again. The first one was, and these are the 10 leadership qualities that good leaders should have, and that's honesty and integrity is 1. 2 was confidence. 3 was inspire others. 4 was commitment and passion. 5 was good communicator. 6 was decision-making capabilities. 7 was accountability. 8 was delegation and empowerment. 9 was creative and innovation. And 10 was empathy. Okay? All right. Okay. I'm going to say thank you again for all being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? For number 239 live broadcast. So have a great one. Peace.